Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Virtual Hair and Beauty Show. Thank you so much for joining me for my presentation. I'm very excited to be here and can't wait to share with you just a little bit of my story and a few of my favorite tips and tricks on how you can use social media to grow your business. So let's get started with this screen share. There we go. So today I'm going to be talking to you about how social media changed my life. And I want you guys to hopefully take from my presentation that, if I can achieve the things that I have achieved, then there is absolutely nothing stopping you from achieving your goals and your dreams too. If you would like to follow us over on Instagram, you can find my personal account at Estelle Keeber Official, or you can head on over and check out the business account, which is Immortal Monkey Official. So as I mentioned, my name is Estelle Keeber and I am the founder of Immortal Monkey. But not only that, I am a mum to my two beautiful but very challenging little boys. One is 11 and one is 9. They are constantly trying to kill each other, throw each other, off bunk beds and all of that crazy stuff. So if you are a mum watching this, then I hope that you can relate that all of this has been achieved whilst, bringing up my two little boys on my own as well. So if I can do this as a single mum on my own, then there is nothing stopping you guys from doing it too. I'm also the co-founder of the Mums in Business Association, and I am a bit of an Instagram addict. But 6 years ago was when my life really, really changed. I hit rock bottom. I had separated from my children's dad. We'd been in a really, quite toxic relationship for 10 years. And I decided that now was the time to leave. But what I didn't realize was that this was going to put me in a situation that I had never, ever dreamt about. I had no support. I had no financial guidance. At my lowest point, I had £34 a week to live on, to feed my children. It was a really, really hard time. And at some points we had to go to food banks. And it was then that I realized that I really needed to, change my point of view and start to think about creative ways that I could become more financially free, but, as still a present parent for my children. And so this was when I decided to set up my own wedding photography business. Now, at this point, I had absolutely no idea how to run a business. I loved social media, but again, didn't have any sort of formal qualifications or anything like that, or business sort of skills. I was just, I'd been a mum. I was a care assistant before having my children. Photography was just something that I was really, really passionate about. And so I decided to set up my own business. And I think this is where you guys will, start to understand that there are so many different things that you need to know in growing a business. And I had no idea. I just thought I was going to go off, take photographs, and that would be it. And life would be great. But there were so many different aspects of business that I needed to know about. And social media was just one of them. But I really started to look at how you could use social media to grow your business. And I'm going to talk to you in a little while about a few of the reasons why you should be using social media. But you will see that from no investment whatsoever, you can create an incredible brand, visibility, audience, and community, all by using social media platforms. 3 years ago, I set up the world's fastest growing network for women. I understood the difficulties that mums were going through, and so created a community that grew to be the fastest growing network for women in the world. I became known as one of the UK's leading Instagram experts, which meant I got to fly all over the world. I get to meet the most incredible people, and I get to share my story with the most incredible audiences. And since then, I have now helped 132 women become Amazon #1 best-selling authors across 9 different books. I've supported hundreds of thousands of business owners all around the world to use social media to grow their business. And I've successfully founded my 3rd company in 5 years with absolutely no investment. Now, I don't tell you this to impress you, but to impress upon you the power of social media. And hopefully, by the end of today's presentation, you're going to understand that you literally have this power at your fingertips. So why should you be using social media to grow your business? It's a great way to connect with a worldwide audience. So not only do you have, your local audience, you can literally reach any audience in the world using the internet. As I mentioned earlier on, it is totally free. You can go and set up a social media account for free on most of the platforms, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn. You can have a free account and still reach your audience. It also allows you to interact in real time with your clients, and it allows you to share your brand message and to tell your story so that people learn to see who the face is behind the business, because this is really important when building relationships. So how do you know which social media platform is for you? You need to think about who is your audience. Whereabouts are they? What social media platform are they using? Because that's where you need to go. If you start focusing on your audience and thinking about the places that they hang out, so whether this is, in Facebook communities, whether you can go and find them using Instagram search words, whether they are, fitness fanatics, whether they are mums, whoever it is that you are trying to target, think about where are they hanging out? Where would you like to hang out? Where are the social groups that you would like to be a part of that community? So whether this is, joining Pinterest boards, connecting with people there, think about the audience and where they are hanging out. And it's really important to not try and be everywhere. If you're trying to post on Instagram and Facebook and LinkedIn and Twitter all at the same time, you're just going to end up overwhelming yourself. So be really clear on where it is that your audience are hanging out. Instagram is perfect for every business niche and company. And I say this in every single presentation that I share, so that you can understand that whether you change your career path, Instagram and learning these skills are something that are, transferable. You could, regardless of whatever business you're in, you can still use Instagram to grow your audience and your visibility. So for those of you that are still maybe thinking Instagram might not be for me, usually after I've shared these statistics, I can usually sway you the other way. So there are 1 billion active users monthly on Instagram. That is a huge amount. 500 million daily users, and 32% of all internet users are on Instagram, which means, if we look at the world in general, there are not many parts of the world that don't have the internet. Every single person that uses the internet, 32% of those are on Instagram. That's almost a third of the world have Instagram accounts. 92% of the people that are using Instagram are aged between 18 and 49. So if your ideal client, if the person you want to reach is aged between 18 and 49, then Instagram is most definitely the platform for you to be checking out. And a little fun fact at the end, pizza is the most Instagrammed food. So there's just a little fun fact for you all. So today we're going to be doing a little bit of a mini masterclass, and I'm going to be talking to you about how you can create a banging bio that is going to get people's attention and tell them exactly what it is that you can do for them. We're going to be talking about maximizing your impact using Instagram stories. This is going to be an interactive part of the training. So if you can get your phones handy and watch this on another device, if not, you can write down your notes and you can watch this back at any time. And we're going to finish off with Instagram Reels, which is one of the latest updates that Instagram have released. So first of all, we're going to talk about creating a banging bio. Now, this is the first place that people come to when they come to your Instagram account. So it's really important that you make an impact as fast as you can. Now, the first line of text, which is white here because I'm using the dark mode, but if you are using the regular mode on Instagram, you will see that this is bold black text. That first line of text there, those words are searchable. So Instagram asks you for your name when you go to edit your profile. Rather than putting your name there, I want you to change that to words that describe your business that your ideal client is going to be searching. So for me, rather than having my name, Estelle Keeber, I have Instagram expert and speaker, because those words are going to bring me up in more searches than my actual name. You need to keep it short and sweet in your Instagram bio, because like I said, you need to get people's attention fast. So you need to tell people what it is that you do and how you can help them. You also should give a call to action, so a reason why people should go somewhere else. So whether it's, sign up here, join the group, download the free PDF, make a purchase, check out the website, make sure you are telling people what you want them to do. And also make sure that you are using the link in bio, because you are only allowed one link on your Instagram, okay? So unless you use third-party apps, you can't have them in your posts. You can only have this link in your Instagram bio. So make sure that you are telling people why you want them to click that link and get driving them over to your Facebook page, your opt-in, or your website. You can also use a branded hashtag in your Instagram bio, which will then help increase the community spirit and engagement. Instagram stories are a game changer for business, and I have been saying this now for about the last 2 years since Instagram stories first came out. I was a huge addict right from the start, because I could see what a quick, easy way they were to share content, but not only to share content, but to also consume it as well. So what are Instagram stories? They are little snippets of video that you can share that last for 24 hours. They're a great way for you to show behind the scenes in your business. They allow you to connect on a really personal level. They're a fantastic way to engage and interact, and Instagram gives you lots of amazing features that will help with increasing your engagement. So getting more people to get involved, click and to get involved in your polls. And they're much less polished than your main feed. So your main feed should be all of your best photographs, and Instagram stories can be, little sneaky peek, less polished pictures that you can show, on a daily basis. They stay there for 24 hours and then they disappear. They're not going to be there forever. They don't need to be perfect. And this is where you can literally be showing the behind the scenes, show people what you do in your day-to-day life, because that's when, you're going to create that trust. People are going to start seeing little parts of you and your personality, and that is what is going to help you to build your relationships with people on Instagram and take people from being followers to being fans. So let's talk a few statistics about Instagram stories before we get started with an interactive training. 1 in 3 Instagrammers have become more interested in a brand after seeing it on stories. 1 in 3 stories gets a direct message. That means that somebody is going from your stories to your inbox, and it's a great way for you to start having even more conversation. 38% of people who viewed stories spoke to others about the product. And this is what I mentioned at the beginning. So even if you feel that your ideal client maybe isn't on Instagram, they're going to have people who are friends that are on Instagram. They're going to have family members. Those are the people that are going to be seeing your product and then talking about it to those people who are not potentially on Instagram. 56% of people who viewed stories went on to look at the website. So this is why it's really important that you have your link in bio. So whether this takes people to a website, it takes them to an opt-in page, it takes them to your Facebook page, wherever it may take them, people want to find out more. So it's really important you give them the opportunity by sharing a link in your bio. So now we've talked about what Instagram stories are and why you should be using them. Let's get interactive. I want you guys to get out your phones and I want you to join in and share an Instagram story with me now. And the reason that I like to do this interactive stories training is because a lot of people that don't use Instagram or don't use Instagram stories do so for one of 2 reasons. So this is either lack of time or lack of knowledge. So hopefully by the time we're finished, it's going to take literally minutes. You guys will see that it doesn't take a lot of time, and I'm going to equip you with the knowledge that you need to be able to share at least a few Instagram stories every single day. So you open up your Instagram stories, and this is a little camera icon in the top left, or it may be a plus sign. Instagram have recently updated the app and have also changed this on some devices. Now, once you have opened up your Instagram stories, I want you to take a picture. It can be of your workspace, it can be, I don't know, of the screen, it can be a selfie, whatever it is that you want to share. I want you to take a picture so that you have some content to share. And remember, this is a perfect way to be showing people what it is that you're doing behind the scenes. Let people know that you're here at the virtual hair and beauty show because you are up leveling. You are ready to take your business to the next level and you can't wait to take your clients with you. And that's why you're here doing today's Instagram training. So now you have your picture. I want you to go into your stickers, and this is the square smiley face at the top. When you tap on that sticker, you will see that this option pops down at the side. So this may be different for every single person because Instagram roll out stickers at different rates to different people, but it will look very similar to this. And the most important stickers that you need to be using are going to be your location, your mention, and your hashtag. So your location, you tap and that will bring up the location you're in. You can change this. It doesn't have to be your own location. You can tag in another location that you want to target. Once you've done that, you go back into your stickers and you use the mentions option. Now, when you use this, it means that the person that you mention can then share out your Instagram story, okay? So it means that it's going to be shared to a new audience. So for today's Instagram story, I want you to mention me at Immortal Monkey Official. And I also want you to mention the National Beauty Guild, I think it is. I think we've got a hashtag at the end. We will get to that. Once you've used the mention sticker, I want you to then use the hashtag. So this is where you can put in Instagram training. And you also get a bonus point for using a GIF. Once you're done, tap down on the left-hand corner where it says share to your stories. And it is that simple. You have just created an Instagram story. And like I said, this was going to take literally minutes. So now you can see how Instagram stories work. Let's move on to Reels. So what are Reels? Reels are 15 or 30-second little snippets of video, and you can adjust which time you want to use when you're inside the app. It's very similar to TikTok, and it's a great way for you to be sharing content, especially you guys that are in makeup and hair. There's so many cool ways that you can be showcasing your products, your skills, and your services. It's a really easy way to use Instagram because it's simply uploading content and videos that you would already have on your phone, or you can create them in the app as well. So why should you be using Reels? It's a brand new feature, so Instagram are going to be pushing this to even more people. They currently have the Reels on the Explore page. So when you go to Explore page, you will see Reels come right at the top. So for you, you could potentially be seen by a lot of different people because Instagram could potentially share your video onto the Explore page. If and when TikTok gets banned, all of those people that use TikTok are going to be coming over to Instagram. So now is the time to be, figuring out how Reels work so that you can be an early adopter. So my final thoughts as we come to the end of the presentation. Don't focus on the numbers, okay? It's not all about the amount of people that follow you. It's about how engaged your community are. And that's not just about asking your community for engagement. It's about going and engaging with the people that you want to be your clients as well. Go and find them on Instagram and go and engage with them. Instagram is a social media platform. Social being the crucial word here. You need to be social, okay? And the most important thing is to be yourself and let your personality shine through, okay? People buy from people. So if you can put the face behind your business out there and show people your personality, this is what's going to change people from being just your followers to being your actual fans. Now, if you need help with your Instagram, these are a few of the options that we have and the resources that are available. You can book an Instagram one-to-one session with me. This is where we will talk through what you want to use your Instagram for, how you can be attracting your ideal clients, the sort of content that converts, hashtags that will set fire to your feed, content strategy, you name it, we talk about it in a one-to-one Instagram session. You can check out the members only area, which is on the website www.immortalmonkey.co.uk. There's tons of training and resources over there, including lots of Instagram trainings. You can also join the Instagram gang over on Facebook. This is a free community where we share lots of Instagram tips and tricks, and you are supported by over 3,000 other people who want to learn about Instagram too. So if you have enjoyed today's presentation, please head on over to today's Instagram post and leave us some feedback using the hashtag virtual hair and beauty show. Now you can go and do this on either my personal account or my business account. But you can also head on over to Guild News Beauty. There we go. I knew that I had tagged them in there somewhere. So if you have enjoyed today's presentation, head on over to my account, make sure that you tag in the accounts and leave us a bit of feedback. What was your favorite tip from today's presentation? Did you enjoy the interactive Instagram stories training that we have done? And are you inspired to go and share an Instagram reel? I would love to know. So please do head on over to my Instagram account, drop me a follow, let me know that you watched today's presentation so I can come over and say a huge thank you to you all. But thank you so much for now for joining me. I look forward to seeing your Instagram stories, and I will see you all again soon.